You see, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. My name is Nate Scott, author of the book Life is Rich, How to Create Lasting Wealth, and I'm excited to have the opportunity just to communicate just for a brief moment to you guys about an outstanding business tool that you can actually use to absolutely double, triple, or quadruple your business. And I'm actually going to show you how you can do it for free. You see, the more information you have, the better and easier it is to establish rapport, follow up, and have something to say. Build the relationships and gain enough comfort to make the sale. If given a choice, people will connect with and buy from those they like and can relate to. If you have their information and you use it to be memorable, you have a decided advantage. Or you can decide it's too much work. I can make the sale without it. This philosophy gives the advantages to someone else, your competitor. I want you to think about it. Think about what your business would look like if you simply showed love to people. I'm going to tell you, Joe Girard, if you've never heard of him, Joe Girard is in the Guinness Books of World Records as the world's greatest salesman. And he received that honor by selling 13,001 cars in 15 years. That's an average of 17 cars per week. What would your business look like if you increased it with 17 units each and every week? Well, I tell you, it excites me just to think about the numbers, and tonight I just want to let you guys see an outstanding tool that actually gives you a bird's eye view of what the secret to Joe's success was. And as it relates to me specifically, I want to show you exactly how I personally use this great tool. Tonight we're going to be speaking about send out cards, the simple habit of sending out little thank yous. Thank you for talking with me on the telephone. Thank you for meeting with me. Thank you for your business. Thank you for your kind referral. Thank you for taking your time to consider letting me serve you. Thank you for taking your time to analyze my services, and on and on and on. 90% of business owners are missing the biggest opportunities available to them. The easiest and least expensive customers are referrals and repeat business. What you see right here is a picture, because every time someone buys my book, Life is Rich, How to Create Lasting Wealth Online, they receive a customized greeting card and brownies. And I'm going to tell you, those brownies are amazing. This picture that you see was posted by someone that received it. I didn't even know they received it until I saw this image on Facebook in front of 3,000 of their friends. Amazing, simply from a thank you. And so the person that I'm going to have you listen to tonight, Miss Jules Price, is a wonderful, wonderful young lady that I met as a result of seeing that I needed to do something and I needed to be systemized in doing that. You see, I've always written handwritten notes. I started that habit back at West Point as a requirement whenever we went over to someone's home for dinner. And that's a habit that I've continued on over 18 years. But it got to the point that I had too many contacts and I started to slip. And so I actually called Send Out Cards, the corporate office, and I asked them for 5 referrals. They gave me 5 quality people. I interviewed those persons, and when I got to Miss Jules Price, she and I really struck a chord. I really loved her energy. She had 7 years with Send Out Cards. She was the author of the book Secrets from the Sock Drawer, where she was helping people to succeed in their business. She had a great personality. She had some other experiences as a New York City ballet dancer as well as a Broadway dancer for over 15 years. But more importantly, she had a heart for people. She was changing the world one card at a time. And she actually said to me that, Nate, I understand that you want to use this as a business tool, and I understand what your purpose is. And I said, well, great, Jewel, we're going to have a great relationship, but I want to let you know that I know that there will be people that will also want to use this tool, and all I need from you is that you'll take care of them. And so tonight is my introduction to each one of you to Miss Jules Price, a great, great person, a professional, but more importantly, a dear friend and business partner. So, Jules, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Nate. You're awesome. And yeah, it's been so much fun working with you on this. So, because you really, really get why this tool is important in your relationship. So, so thank you all for being on the call tonight. And as Nate said, I've been with Send Out Cards for 7 years now, which is crazy how fast it's gone. And I had never heard of it before. I was actually a professional singer in New York, like Nate said. And I moved down to Florida with my husband because we just really wanted sort of more of an amazing, beautiful lifestyle, live in a nice, warm place. but I didn't know anybody here. And so I was sort of looking online for women's groups and book clubs, and somebody wrote to me and asked me to join her women's group, but it was about an hour away. So I said, no, thank you. If I have to drive that far for friends, I'm really in trouble. And so so she said, well, when's your birthday? I like to send birthday cards. So I told her my birthday, and then I didn't really think anything of it. And 7 months later, I walked out to my mailbox, and I got a birthday card from her. And inside my card, it just said, hey, Jules, hope you've met some nice people. Florida is lucky to have you. Love, Christine. And she had put a $5 Starbucks card inside my birthday card. So I was so blown away by that. I mean, this is a girl I'd never even met. We'd only talked online once 7 months before, and she remembered my birthday and sent me a gift. So I found her email, and I called her up, and I said, you know, wow, why did you do that? That was so neat. And she said, oh, I've got this tool, and it reminds me of birthdays and anniversaries. And she said, you know, not only does it let me be in better touch with my friends and family. She's got 5 kids, so she has a big family. But she said, it lets me do things like this to people that I don't even really know. And that's what I connected to so much, you know, just the incredible ability to be able to have a thought and be able to act on it, to reach out to people and say, hey, I'm thinking of you, or I appreciate you. So anyway, I just sort of, she walked me through sending a card. I sent one to my husband, and in that moment, she showed me I could be a customer or I could make commissions by sharing it with people, and I thought, oh my gosh, like I'm going to tell everyone about this. So it's just been an amazing business. It's so positive. I love talking to people about how to use this in their marketing and how to really explode their relationships and what that's going to do for them. So why were you invited here tonight? There's kind of one of 3 reasons why Nate might have thought of you. And the first one is that if you're a business owner of any kind, the fortune is truly in the follow-up. This is the most amazing follow-up tool that you will ever see. I still, in 7 years, haven't found anything close to the way this tool allows you to, you know, follow up with someone with a nice to meet you card, or you see that a client of yours is having a tough time, or someone does something nice for you and you're able to follow up with them. Even being able to put your marketing on automatic. There's something called campaigns that we'll talk about where you can put your customers on a drip campaign. So they're getting cards from you automatically throughout the year in a personal way with what you want to say, but it's just saving you that time of remembering to do it. You put them on kind of a set it and forget it, and they're getting those cards from you automatically. So if you're a business owner, definitely seriously take a look at how this tool is going to change the face of those relationships in business. The second reason is maybe you just want to be in better touch with people. And this is, again, an amazing way to reach out to people. You know, you see on Facebook someone's son got a baseball scholarship, you send them a card. Someone's having a tough time, you send them a card of support. Just being able to be in touch with people in your life. And as you know, people put their whole life on Facebook. To be able to see that someone had a baby and send them a card with their own baby on the front of the card, you know, it's just going to enhance those relationships forever. And then the third reason is maybe you're looking for a way to make extra income on the side of what you're already doing. And the powerful thing about send-out cards is that we don't have products or inventory. There's nothing in your garage or under your sink. This is a true business tool, and you get paid when you refer it to someone and they use it forever. So that's a really powerful kind of residual income stream that already works with what you're already doing. We have businesses like banks and law firms and real estate agencies and, you know, acupuncturists and chiropractors and dentists and businesses of all kinds that have the commission option because just by referring it to a couple other people, they get to use the tool for free, or they're making quite a bit of money back into their own marketing. So we really have a unique angle there with that kind of a commission structure. So you might recognize some of these old school stores, Blockbuster, Borders, music stores, and they're not around anymore. You probably haven't been to one in a really long time. And it's because game changers came into the space like Netflix, Amazon, and iTunes. And what did they do? They made it more convenient and less expensive. And if you think about, you know, probably you use Netflix, Amazon, or iTunes this week, or maybe even today, whereas you haven't been to a Blockbuster in years, and they're really not around anymore. So Send Out Cards is doing the exact same thing in the space of greeting cards and gifts, We're just simply taking advantage of technology, and we're providing a service to people that's more convenient and less expensive. You'll see these cards are less than $1. So that's totally changing the marketplace in the way people are able to send cards and gifts. So what do I mean by more convenient? So you can send these cards from your phone, from your tablet or iPad, from your desk when you get back to, from work and you want to shoot off a quick thanks for lunch note to someone. In the middle of the night when you forget something and you suddenly remember. From an airplane 30,000 feet up, literally anywhere you are on the go, anywhere there's an internet connection or from your phone even. So we've massively made this convenient. And if you remember the last time you drove to the store, looked through the Hallmark aisles, bought a card, that's not a convenient process. And Send Out Cards is giving us an incredible way to do it. Now, what do I mean by less expensive? These cards are less than $1, and that's about 1/5 of the price of a card in the store. If you've been to one of those horrible H stores recently, those cards are $6, and they're ugly. So this is an amazing way to send cards, as you'll see, for about 62 cents or 93 cents or 98 cents even at retail. So very, very inexpensive, and that's really powerful. So we were rated in the Inc. 500 magazine as one of the fastest growing companies in the United States. We're totally revolutionizing this industry. And we also won the Mail Innovation Award by the U.S. Post Office because we're the #1 sender of first-class mail in the entire world. The Christmas season is coming up. We send as many as 1 million cards a day at Christmas time, and they all have a first-class stamp on them. We've sent over 100 million cards. We've sent over 3 million gifts, and we've only been in business for about 10 years, so it's pretty exciting. So the greeting card and gifting industry in general, just so you know, is about $100 billion industry, and about $7 billion of that are just cards alone, and about $2 billion of those 7 are cards that are bought and never mailed, which is pretty crazy. Consumers purchase and send typically about 10 cards a year when they have to go to Hallmark, but there's a need to send about 70 cards or more. There's always somebody you could be saying, thank you, I appreciate you, wow, great to see you the other day, you mean a lot to me, that kind of stuff. And half the time there's a need to be able to send a gift along with a card. And again, it's just not convenient to, drive to the store, find a card, find another store, get a gift, then you have to go to the post office and mail it all off. Why don't people do it? Well, it's inconvenient, it's expensive, and people forget. And they spend most of their time apologizing for what they're not doing instead of being the person that does it. And that's such a neat thing with this system, to be the one who has that card and that gift in their mailbox or on their doorstep. We address every single one of those issues. So even though we're a web-based greeting card company, so meaning, like I said, you can send it from online or on your phone, these are real cards. They're not e-cards, so sorry about that. So just in case you're not sure, you haven't seen these cards get printed, stuffed, stamped, and mailed when you hit send. And that real card arrives in their mailbox, or that gift that you've attached arrives on their doorstep. So that's really powerful. So we're going to show you how it works, and basically when you have a Send Out Cards account, you log in with your username and your password, and then you're going to go to Create a Card on the top left, and when you click on that, it takes you into our card catalog, and we have 18,000 cards in the card catalog, or anything that you have a picture of, you can put on the front of your cards. So you see the categories down here, or at the top it says Create a Picture Card. So your logos, your designs, you could take a picture of your family. So when you click on a card, you can see the inside message if there is one, or you can go back to the cover, and you can send it as a postcard, a greeting card, a 3-panel card, or even a big card. So I'm going to go ahead and click on 2-panel card right here, and it pops up to the inside of our greeting card. And the inside of our card can be completely customized. So just to kind of show you on the top left where it says Pictures, Templates, and Elements, I'm going to go to Templates and show you how easy it is with just a drag and a drop. I'm going to go down to one of the templates that's already designed for us and drag it across, and there's my bulletin board. And then I'm going to go to Pictures, and you can upload as many pictures as you want and even categorize them by category or keyword. I'm going to drag a picture of myself and my friend Marcy. And so with just one, 2 drag and drops, we have that. Now I'm going to type my message, and you'll see what's appearing there is actually in my own handwriting. So that's one of the neat features as well, that you can type something. You can mail in your handwriting form with your capital letters, lowercase letters, punctuation, and signatures. There's my signature right there. Now I'm going to highlight everything, and you'll see this little toolbar down here. These are all the different fonts in the system that I can use. So if you don't want to use your handwriting, there's lots of other choices. But down at the bottom where it says personal is my own. And then I can make it a little bit bigger. I can click on this black A down here that changes the color of my font. So I can pick even a whole color wheel. I can even click on my hair if I want to match that color in my hair. So you have that little eyedropper technology as well. So I'm going to go ahead and choose a color. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. Now, you see the green button that says collect on sincere. We're going to talk about that in a second, but I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. So you see how I created that card in just seconds. So now I'm going to click on add a gift to this order. We have hundreds and hundreds of gifts and send out cards. Nate already talked about the brownies. And you'll see there's stuff across all gourmet foods. The brownies are absolutely amazing, as he said, and even better than that, they're just 10 points, which is about $3. So to be able to shoot off a little, little card with those brownies is amazing. But there we have flowers, really high-end flowers. We have lots of holiday gifts. We have inspirational gifts. If someone's having a tough time, you want to shoot off a little book or a wallet card. We have books and CDs that you can send to people along with your card, stuff for pets, stuff for babies. There's birthday gifts, even just sending someone a little birthday cake in the mail. And then we have gift cards. We have American Express, Starbucks, Target, Walmart, Callaway Golf, that kind of stuff. And you just choose the amount you want, like the $5 Starbucks card I got in my birthday card, and it puts the actual gift card inside your greeting card. So I'm going to go to checkout right now without a gift, and then it comes up with my return address. I'm just going to hit continue. Now I could type someone's name and address and save them as a new contact, or since she's already in my contacts, I'm going to type her name, check off her name, and hit select, and you see it just pops in. And you can import your whole database in there. Now this is the price of the stamp, 49 cents. We'll talk about that in a second. So the final confirmation screen has the price of the card and the price of the stamp. 3 points for the card and 49 cents for that stamp. And that card's going to get printed, stuffed, stamped, and mailed and taken to the post office tomorrow morning. So that's how easy it is to just simply pick a card, type your message, add a gift, press send, and that card's going to go out for you. Now, there's other ways to save cards and have them triggered to go out, like I talked about earlier, something called a campaign. So we'll talk about that too. But now, you remember how I told you that there was that green button that said collect on sincere? Sincere is Send Out Card's own social media platform. So you might notice that this looks a little bit like Pinterest, but these are all greeting cards. So the way it works is we have 624,000 users across the whole world in Send Out Cards, and people can share their cards onto our social media platform across all different categories. And then let's say you get stuck and you don't know what to write in a sympathy card, or you're a realtor and you want to look at what realtor cards are out there. You can go right into Sincere and search by category, and then if you want to send a card, any card that you click on, it'll pop up larger like this one, and you can click on that green button that says send, and it will let you edit it right in your Send Out Cards account and send it to someone else. So this is an amazing way for people that don't feel creative or just want to go in there and get other ideas, to be able to just send any card that you see, edit it, and send it to somebody else right from your account. The other thing is, do you see the social media buttons to the left? Let's say you design a really cool card and you send a cool Thanksgiving card, and then you want to post it on Facebook and say, hey guys, I just sent this Thanksgiving card out to people that I appreciate. Go ahead and click on it now and send it to someone you appreciate. And if anybody clicks on that card and sends it, they become your customer, and they get exposed to Send Out Cards as well. So we integrate with all these other social media platforms where you can share what you're sending. Here's an example of what it would look like when she clicked share and then she typed a little message, and then that's what's going to appear on Facebook. So it's pretty amazing when you think about how radio took 38 years to reach 50 million listeners. TV took 38 years to reach 50 million viewers, and the Internet only took 4 years to reach 50 million users, but Facebook took only 9 months to reach 100 million users. So you see that sort of social reach that's really going to make a difference in exposing people to send out cards now that we have our own social media platform. It's pretty cool. So send out cards is changing lives. We're truly the most connected society today because of technology. I think you'd all agree with that. But that's also made us a really disconnected society. Think about on your birthday this year. Someone, you probably had 8 million posts of people saying, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. But what does it really mean? When you walk out to your mailbox and get that card or a gift from somebody, it massively stands out. And that's what Send Out Cards is allowing people to do. So we're kind of bringing the online world and bridging it with the offline world. And so in doing so, we're bringing relationships back into people's lives. I can't tell you how many times people have said to me in the last 7 years, that's the best card I've ever gotten. Or I can't tell you, the week I was having and I suddenly got your card and it meant so much to me. So how much does it cost? So Send Out Cards, everything that we've shown you tonight, the contact manager, everything is totally free. There's no upfront fees to use this system. All you ever pay for is what you send. So you get the contact manager where you can upload your database right in there. It has birthday reminders, anniversary reminders. You can the ability to send cards and gifts when you have the thought right at your fingertips, and the ability to send campaigns. So once again, that's like a nice to meet you card, or thanks for the referral, or welcome to a new client. Even that multiple card campaign where they're going to be getting that drip from you automatically throughout the year. All that whole mechanism is free. All you ever pay for are the points and the postage that so basically the cards and the gifts that you send and the postage that you need to send it out on. So that's amazing. And so how much do you want to pay for your points? That's your only decision. We have 3 choices of how much you want to pay for your points to use for cards and gifts. And it's about 2 points a card or 3 points for a picture card, just to give you an idea. Or the brownies might be 10 points, that kind of thing, 20 points. So if you look at the middle option, we have a $9.80 subscription where you can get 20 points a month for less than $10. That's like our Netflix option. And that makes your cards about 98 cents a card. So a 2-point card would be 98 cents. Now, if you don't use all of your points in a month, it just rolls over. People always ask me that. You can use them at Christmas. But if you use all of your points, let's say you use them up in your first week and you need more, you can purchase more for that price of 49 cents a piece. So it's just locking you into that low retail price, and then you can purchase more at any time, or it can roll over if you don't use them all. Now, that's 49 cents a point. A lot of people want to pay 31 cents a point for their cards. That makes their cards about 62 cents. So there's a 100-point a month subscription for only $31 a month. And when you think about it, if you went to Hallmark and bought 2 cards and 1 gift, you'd pay that. This is giving you 100 points for all your cards and gifts for everybody in your business life and your personal life. Once again, it just rolls over. If you don't use it all, you can use it at holiday time, but you've bought them at the absolute lowest price of only 31 cents a point. If you don't want to be on a subscription, and by the way, there's no contract. It's just month to month, how much you want to pay that month for your points. But if you decide you don't want to be on a subscription, you can even be on a pay-as-you-go. But just buy points when you need it. But you'll have to buy 200 points at a time just to get the same rate as the $9.80, which is why so many people choose one of our low subscriptions to just get the best price on the cards. Now, who do you know that can use a system like this? This is a system that there's no upfront fees, and the cards are less than $1. And there's so many neat features that it lets you do, personalizing it with your handwriting and sending cards out automatically. Basically, everybody can use this. I haven't found one person in 7 years that can't benefit from it. People in sales, young professionals, business owners, nonprofits, churches, schools, moms, grandparents, everybody can benefit from having a username and a password. So why not get paid on that? So Send Out Cards has a referral commission option. And so in addition to using the cards yourself, if you choose, you can get paid to tell people about the service. So how does that work? Basically, other businesses, have a business model. When people purchase products, it generates profits for the company, and they spend millions of dollars in advertising. Well, in send-out cards, they don't ever spend money on advertising because we're the word of mouth, the people that are using it. And so we get paid to tell people about the tool, and then we get paid every time they ever use the tool. So they have millions of dollars to pay us to be the word-of-mouth marketers. And so how much does that cost? This is a one-time option, one-time fee forever of $395 to basically be licensed to share send-out cards with others for the rest of your life. And with that $395 comes a lot of cool stuff. The first thing you get is 10 customer accounts that you get to give away as a gift. So instead of having to, thinking of this as selling to anyone, you can give away 10 accounts and have 10, maybe 10 of your agents or 10 of your friends or 10 people that you work with that get to start using send-out cards. And many of them will want to continue on a subscription. Many of them will want to add the commission option as well. And it's a great way to get 10 people started. And you're going to make up to 30% on every card and gift that they send. So you get a free website that helps you easily share send-out cards with others. And it's truly like owning your own online greeting card and gifting empire. So we're going to show you more about how that works. So just to compare it, people buy franchises for millions of dollars and don't even make a profit in their first 3 years. Small businesses are the same, spending, $300,000 to start a small business, and again, very, very rare to make a profit right away. This is a one-time fee forever of $395. That's your only cost of doing business, aside from the cards that you're sending. And you can have an unlimited income potential as people share this with other people, and you get paid down to infinity. So just to show you a little snapshot of that, as a send-out cards commission, referral commission person, you get weekly bonuses and monthly residuals when you refer the system to people. So the first thing you do is just, some people might want to be a customer, the $9.80 or the $31 or the pay-as-you-go, and you're going to earn up to 30% on every card and gift that they ever send. Even the people that you've given that customer account to, when they start buying points from it, you'll be making up to 30% of what they're spending. Now, when other people say, well, wait a minute, my mom would like this, or my sister owns is a realtor, then you can earn between $140 all the way up to $335 in bonuses as other people add the commission option. So just to show you what that would look like, if you decided to become to do the referral commission option, you're going to already make $50 when you give away your first 2 customer packs. Just for free, you give them to people, you're already going to earn $50. And then as you continue giving away your 10, let's say 3 people decide to add the commission option as well, that's $140 per referral. So you've already far exceeded your one-time investment, and that's already $470. And then you're going to get a raise. So now, after your first 3 referrals, now you share this with people and they decide to add the commission option, you're going to make $240 instead of $140 on someone that you share this with. And when they share it with people on their first 3 and their first 3 and their first 3, you're going to earn a $100 bonus as what's called the manager in that group. So you can see how that's sort of creating leveraged referral income, which, a lot of people, they like the idea of insurance or something that's going to give them residual income. But this is a way to not just trade your time for money, but to really create leverage when other people share this with others and who share it with others and so on. And those bonuses keep going up. That was just the red column all the way on the left where it says manager. Those bonuses keep going up to when you share it, $290 when you share it and $150 when they do, all the way up to $335 when you share it and $195 when they do. And those are just the weekly bonuses. As I said, you're going to make the monthly residuals on every card and gift that people are sending. So just to give you a little snapshot of what that might look like, let's just say that you had 3 distributors who each had 3 customers. And then they had 3 distributors who had 3 customers. So everybody just has 3 distributors and 3 customers. Very, very doable. So just at the manager level, that first payment level, you would be earning $27,000 a month on people just having 3 distributors and 3 customers. And that's just down 7 levels. And remember how you'd make $100 on their first 3 and their first 3 and their first 3, so you would have earned over $327,000 in bonuses. Now, obviously, it never works out perfectly that way. It would be nice. But even if it was just 10% of that, that's just to give you an idea, that's $2,700 in residual income every month on people sending great cards and gifts to their business clients, and $32,000 in bonuses. So basically, you have all the tools in place for you. If you decide to add that, you have a free website that it comes with. There's easy ways to share this with people. You don't have to sell it because it's less in the store. We're the only company where what you can buy is less than what you can get at CVS. And just by sending cards, people are going to ask you about them. You know, with Nate, people get that card in the mail and they say, wow, how did you do that? And that happens all the time. And then lastly, we don't have any quotas or demotions. So this isn't one of these businesses where you have to keep up a certain volume. You just get paid when you refer it. And you can do that one person a year or one person a day. It's up to you. But everybody that you know could use this system. People are truly looking for something like this. You know, Nate went searching and for a way to send cards and gifts to his clients, and that's how he found me. People are out there every day looking for ways to be in better touch with others. So this is what a website would look like that you get free with your account. It has your picture at the top, a video that they can go ahead and watch a little bit more about the company, and then they can click to learn more. They can even send out a card at the bottom to try it out. So everything is all created for you. And if they sign up as a customer or a distributor from your site, it's all linked to you, and you're going to get paid on everything that they ever send out and anyone they show, etc. Our goal is to be a billion-dollar household name. You know how Netflix did that in 10 years. We're truly going to be a household name where everyone says, yeah, of course I use send-out cards, or yeah, I've heard of send-out cards. But right now, we're nowhere near that, and that's really, really exciting. We're about a $100 million company now. So why should you be, take on the commission option instead of just being a customer? Well, a lot of people that would really benefit having an extra $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month coming in from a true residual. And I know for me as a singer, I never had a residual income, and now I've built a business where thousands and thousands of people are sending cards and gifts every day that I get paid off of just because I started telling people about the service. So there's a lot of reasons why people that you know even would really be able to benefit from having an extra income in their life like that. It allows you to take control of your financial future, which really, really makes a difference for people. So I'm going to kind of close with this thought. Ask yourself, if you keep doing exactly what you're doing now without changing anything, where will you be in 5 years from now? And a lot of people are really just kind of treading water and assuming it's all going to work out, and they don't really have a plan. Whereas with send-out cards, this is something that allows you to take action in doing what you're already doing. You know, build your better relationships. Use this to thank your clients. But by really starting to share this with other people, you're going to be able to generate an income that in 5 years from now, you'll be in a totally different place in a really powerful way of having a residual income that's been generated by doing the steps that you're taking today. So there's two types of people that benefit from send-out cards. One of them is you want to use the tool and get paid, and you like the idea of telling other people about the service. And the other one is you just want to be a customer. And either way, we absolutely love helping people use this tool. So even if you just want to be a customer, it's going to absolutely change the face of your relationships. So decide which one are you. You're going to get a little survey at the end of this call, and just check off which one you're kind of most interested in, which helps us be able to follow up with you best. So millions of people are going to experience send-out cards in the next few years. We're so excited to have that massive growth and be a worldwide household name. And we hope you decide to be a part of it. So whether you get started just as a customer or add the one-time licensing fee to be able to tell people about send-out cards, it works on the side of what you're already doing, and you can start generating that income today. So, and you don't forget, you get those 10 free customer accounts you get to give away as gifts to people, and you're already going to make $50 when you give away your first 2. So just check off which option fits you best, and I'd like to end with this quote with Bill Gates: a wealthy person is someone who has the ability to see the obvious before everybody else does. And that's really what this was for me when she showed me how I could be a customer or I could be a distributor, and I thought, I can't imagine not telling people about this service. So it was so obvious to me that I was going to be able to really build an exciting business with this tool. So I would like to turn things back over to Nate. Nate, do you have any last words that you'd like to say this evening?
Absolutely, Jules. First and foremost, I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for professionalism and sharing the information the right way. And to everyone out here, I really want you to, I'm going to wrap it up with a few things. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. I want you to think about that. They must be felt with the heart. I want you to ask yourself, do you have employees or do you manage others? You see, one of the most effective ways to encourage excellence and hold on to your best employees is to share appreciation when someone does a good job. In fact, studies show that not feeling appreciated is one of the top reasons given by valued employees who quit their jobs. Are you a business owner or an independent sales or service professional? You already know what people do business with people they know, like, and they trust. People do business with the people that they know, like, and trust. And remember, when someone is ready to make a decision to buy or give a referral, it does not matter how much you are liked and respected if they don't remember you. This is a great tool to help you to be memorable. What if you sent one card every month to your top 60 customers? A birthday card, thank you cards, a thinking of you card, holiday cards, etc. How many more customers might that generate for you per year? Just do the math. If you're a realtor, small business owner, loan officer, consultant, sales professional, then you can use this simple system to double or even triple your business in 1 year, simply by making your customers feel special and cared for. Send out just one unexpected card a day and watch your business transform in a year. You see, this system is a perfect mechanism for any business to, number one, build relationships, customer loyalty and retention. Number two, create top-of-mind awareness, keep your name on their mind. Number three, differentiate your business from other competitors. Number four, make customers or employees feel appreciated and acknowledged. And number five, increase warm market referrals. The timing is very, very critical for you to take a look at this, because right now, as I said in my book, Life is Rich, How to Create Lasting Wealth, 66 out of 100 people age 65 earn less than $30,000 in retirement. This is an opportunity for you to reach out to people, secure your relationships, and actually give real value regardless of what it is that you're doing as your primary business. You see, my aim is simply to give you something so that during this season right here, you're able to re-engage and set yourself up for success in the coming year. And speaking of that, this is a totally tax-deductible activity, and that's why I said that I can show you how to double, triple, or quadruple your business for free. You see, your cards, your stamps, and your envelopes, $31 a month, that's a write-off. That's an office supply expense. And then that $395 would be your advertising. And so once you get that written off for this closing of the year, now you've got something that you can also use to grow your business and then also see it profit for yourself. So I want to invite each one of you to take a serious look and reach out to myself. If you have any questions, call me at 904-838-2623. And or shoot me a text letting me know exactly what your thoughts are, and make sure you fill out that survey that's going to conclude. And for anyone that actually gets started at the full package of $395, you're going to get a copy of not only my book, Life is Rich, How to Create Lasting Wealth, but you're also going to get a copy of Jules' book, Secrets from the Sock Drawer, helping people succeed in their business. So again, I want to thank Jules Price for her outstanding friendship, partnership, and just always just doing a professional job. And I want to thank each one of you for taking the opportunity to get this information. I hope that it's been of value to you. So until next time, this is Nate Scott with Miss Jules Price. Take care and be blessed.